This is PBS, the Public Broadcasting Service.
It's always on in our house. It's always been on in our house. I grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, with Sesame Street.
I was born and raised in Fort Wayne, so PBS Fort Wayne, WFWA PBS 39 is what rings in my ear from being a kid.
Even before I started working here at PBS, I watched a lot of PBS.
Tonight is what you make it, so make it good. Look for something special on your public TV station.
One of the most iconic PBS shows, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, began national broadcast distribution in the U.S. in 1968.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor, would you be mine?
In 1969, Wally Fosnight moved his family back to his native Fort Wayne from Pittsburgh. His daughters were very disappointed when they discovered they could no longer watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood in their new city.
We had a little girl who cried because when she moved from Pittsburgh to Fort Wayne, she couldn't see Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And Wally, who was such a good father, decided to do something about it. And he wrote a letter, as I understand it, and the reply came back, well, you have to have public television.
I just personally bonded with him. He was not the kind of individual who took no for an answer. He would always say, well, we've got to find a way to do this. I want this for my kids, my grandkids, and you know, if you live in other communities our size, I think we may have been the last community of our size, our market size, in the country to actually get public television, or one of the last. And that didn't sit well with Wally. He said, we're going to get this done.
You want your children to have the best of everything. And there was a way. It would be public television.
Others were experiencing the same void when moving to the Summit City.
In 1970, we moved from Skokie, Illinois, where I'd been teaching with a young family, and got to Fort Wayne to take a position at the new Homestead High School. Very quickly, we realized that there wasn't any Sesame Street for the young kids, no public broadcasting, and we were surprised that a lot of people didn't know what it was, because it was a fairly new broadcast medium in the United States.
This new kind of broadcasting service offered programming for children and adults that stood apart from the formula-driven programming of commercial television.
It offered the finest and the best in many subject areas: history, drama.
It's educational, and it's also newsworthy and also entertaining. And we didn't have it here in Northeast Indiana.
We missed it when we got here. And so that was part of the drive for getting involved with an effort to somehow bring that to Fort Wayne.